The funny thing is I don't really consider myself a part of any community, any scene, any genre, nothing. I've never necessarily called my music black metal, but you know, you have to call it something for it to come out. So that's what other people have called it. And I think, you know, when I worked with the guys I worked with in Norway, they felt it had the spirit of what they worked on back then. So that makes sense. Another thing is that I mix so many different things into my own new, like, freak genre. That's why I don't care what you call it, you know? It has elements of different things. So, you know, whether or not people would have questioned, is this black metal, if it was somebody else who did it? You know, I think you can look at it from both ways, because it's like, would it get as much attention if it was a man who did it as it did with me? Maybe not. And would it get as much shit if it was a man? Most likely 100% not. What you're saying is also exactly why the people that, you know, helped invent the genre in Norway back then like me, because they recognize it in a weird way. I think this kind of witch hunt, people saying something new that other people don't like to hear and bring a new perspective, or just something that they don't understand, or they don't know how to feel about it, and they feel fear, attraction, hate, you know, all the human feelings. And I think that that's the point, is that you have to have dimensions, you have to be more of a deeper person, spirit even, to feel that way about hard music. Otherwise, you're just going to be like, it's almost like you took the reflection of a mirror. You know, you see the mirror of the mirror of the mirror, and here you are being stupid and thinking you understand that. That's how I feel. Metal fans are all kinds of people, I think, but they do have in common that they seek out a sense of together. You know, it's not really, and it's also a sense of not giving a fuck. You know, obviously, and that's why people who are in the metal scene, they are actually quite intimidated by metal fans, and once they start dipping into this genre, that's still, even though it's huge, commercially huge metal is, it's oddly left alone. You know, it's not on FM radio. It's, well, I mean, you know what I mean. And once they start seeing it, it's just it really is kind of a beautiful thing. That's also what annoys me, and I think a lot of other people, writers or musicians, is that the people who are very stupid and aggressive and sort of down on that level, they don't take the good things from metal. You know, they kind of take this thing that they just pretend has something to do with metal. I think that's how I interpret it, and then just kind of, you know, you're just a waste of human. You know, don't blame metal. You know. I see some of the comments to something I do, which like me with the guitar, it's, you bitch! What? I'm just playing music, you know? But it's funny at the end of the day, because there's so many of them. It is exactly what it is, and I like to defend the people that hate me, because it's a weird like life lesson. That's how I see things, you know? If you actually see things as life lessons, then you start thinking, wow, you're part of my lesson. I'm so lucky, you know, that thank you for helping me get there instead of there, where you are. You know, things like that is just, I could have gone breaking point. Because I'm just, you know, I'm just a woman. I'm just a person alone who does music. And it's no secret to think that Nergal, Behemoth, I like them. I think they like my band. But I also think that he finds it interesting that there's so many who also hate me. You know, he's a smart man. He's like, he finds it fascinating. So again, I can say thank you for hating, you know, because I'm on this tour. It's unbelievable every night. I didn't think I would be doing that. But I had to face it, you know. I couldn't be scared to go into the place of what are they actually saying? How does it affect me? Do I think they're right? You know, all those things, we have to get through that. And once I did that, then it started and then everything started to happen too, like amazing things. That's what I mean. It's unreal just by being myself, and the more I'm myself, the more those people hate me. It's so crazy. I know how to push their buttons now. I know what kind of thing I can post that will just get, and it's something where they envy me, like they envy a man. It's not like it is a sexual aggression. They don't like that I'm not tits and ass. Because if I was like butcher babies, nothing wrong with that. I love that shit. But if I was, then they would like, okay, we can accept her. I'm not tits and ass, and that's just not who I am. That's why I'm not that, you know. So the more I'm me, the more they hate it. They envy it so much that they wish they could have it, you know. Not me as a woman, but my life. It's a strange like thing I've noticed.